Hey, go buddies! It is May 7th, evening for me, and probably not evening for you. And I'm clearly subverting my incredible gap thing before. See, it's only a few days, and look, I'm in another video. Amazing. I just finished my thesis! Woo! Actually, I finished it yesterday, about, 20 hours ago. I don't know why I need to be specific down to the hour, but yeah, I recently finished my thesis. I also recently started my thesis. I believe I'm going to be titling this video the 5-day thesis, something like that. Yeah, I've had a thing with this with classes, particularly computer class, programming class. I've never found programming that hard, really, you know? I said in a previous video how I skipped one of my programming classes for an entire semester because it was at 9 a.m. I didn't want to wake up for it. And I knew I could learn all this stuff on my own, and I did. And I did all the homework right near the end, and then I got an A- on the final, and I ended up getting a C in the class. Whatever, I got an A- on that final. That'll be that kind of thing. But I knew this stuff. It's not that hard. The hardest things for me are just tiny little ancillary things, like, oh frick, what is this? Do I need, like, okay, I have to describe programming here. It's basically like one specific thing. I'd be like, oh, I don't know that one thing, and then I just go look it up, basically. Oh, it's you type this symbol instead of that symbol. Okay, blah blah blah. Like when you load files in C++, you have to do a .c string for some reason. I don't know why you can't just do regular strings, but, okay. I'm sure none of you understood that. Anyway, so I came to the thesis, and at the beginning of the semester I talked with my advisor, who is the same guy from that class I skipped for an entire semester, and proposed the idea. I mentioned it before, boot a mouse. It's like this two-dimensional grid, mouse running around, and it's all text, but whatever. It runs around, and it does like random things, then figures out patterns, and it's artificial intelligence. Eventually learns how to navigate various mazes. And I called it Buddha Mouse, because it comes like it reincarnates, and then it learns from its mistakes. Even though Buddhism reincarnation isn't like exactly what you think reincarnation is, but whatever, it's a catchy name. Also, I found some random guy has a blog called Buddha Mouse, but those are unrelated. So I pitched the idea, and it seemed like, okay, that seems interesting. And then I didn't work on it at all. Like, I thought about it. I wrote maybe like 3 lines of code. I mean, just basically nothing. Like, nothing, okay? And then was Golden Week just recently. Golden Week is in Japan. They put a bunch of holidays near the beginning of May. And so basically the first week of May is a week off. What it came out this year was last Thursday I had off, and then Saturday through yesterday, through this next Thursday, we had off. So aside from that one Friday in the middle, during which I think I skipped class, I basically got all this time off. I thought, great, this would be great to get my thesis done, which, by the way, I actually am allowed to have a lot of time. My teacher, I didn't even ask him for this, but he proposed the option that you're going to Japan, and maybe that's a big thing that'll eat up lots of time. So if you need more time, just let me know. So I could do that, but I would really like to just have it done, right, and have it done before like the end of the Carthage semester, because I don't want any paperwork problems, and if I turn it in sometime in July, then that counts as like the fall semester somehow. Then I have to like pay for fall semester or something, and it'd be crazy. Also, by the way, I have a relative who took like 10 years or something to do his thesis. So there was some, I don't mean like PhD, I mean like just regular graduation type thing. So there's been some pressure in my family, like, hey, you're gonna get the thesis done, right? You're gonna do that, right? And there was all these months I wasn't doing it at all. Anyway, so I thought I'd get it done, and actually, at the end of the month is somewhere close to the end of the month is the end of the semester. I thought Golden Week, this would be great, and then like Thursday, like Friday, Saturday, I didn't work on it. Saturday, I went out to Kawagoe, and there's a post on the Man in Japan site, and then Sunday, I got up and just worked on Buddha Mouse all day. And like every day since Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. All day. That's what I did. Like I would go and eat and come back and then do that again. One of those days I didn't actually sleep during the night. I just kept working. And there's the thing, I wasn't like, forcing myself into it. I didn't feel hurried. I wasn't stressed. It was just, I'm working on this thing. I can do the thing. I feel like I can do the thing. And it's an interesting problem, figuring out how to make this little mouse program intelligent. And yeah, basically, aside from like once in a while, I'd be like, okay, my eyes hurt. I need to take like time off from the computer. Basically, it was just constant working on the thesis and doing okay with that. And then as of like 11:50 p.m. my time on Thursday, I was finally, after all that bunches of crazy errors, it took me so long to figure out, blah, 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 but eventually got it all set, and I got it done, and I got the mouse is intelligent now. It's really cool. Like, you start off with the mouse knowing absolutely nothing, right? Like, it doesn't even know that cheese is like a good thing. All it knows is when it bumps into the cheese, that counts as winning. And if it bumps into a mousetrap, or if it just like runs around and dies of starvation, which it does after a while, that counts as losing. And then you run it through this like little game, thousands and thousands of times over like various different grids, different mouse mazes, and it figures out all these patterns, and it was so cool. Like I can tell you how proud I felt like at certain points when I saw like it had found one way to get to the cheese, and then a couple 100 rounds later, whatever, it had found a shorter way to get to the cheese, and it was doing that, and I was like, oh man, it's so cool. And then eventually it developed like search patterns. Like it would look towards the west, and then the cheese wasn't there. Okay, I'll look to the north, as opposed to like looking to the west like twice in a row or doing dumb things like that. It'd be like west. Okay, how about north? Okay, how about south? Okay, look there. How about south? Whatever I can do. Okay, there, whatever. It finds. Oh, there it is. Okay, and I had like these little things, these little flag items that would point out the path to the cheese, and it figured out that the flag meant cheese, and then blah, 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 and it was so cool. Got that all set. I even wrote a little paper. I don't think this is necessary, but I wanted to explain what I'd done. It ended up being 10 pages long, though there's a title page and 2 appendices, so it's like 7 pages, whatever, it's several pages long. Me explaining how this thing works and how cool it is. And I sent that all off to my teacher. I titled the email Thesis, and I'm wondering if he sees that in his inbox, like, oh, he's probably asking for more time on the thesis, and he clicks on it, like, here it is, it's done with a paper that I threw in. I did this in 5 days. I feel so proud of myself. It makes me wonder, what else can I do in 5 days? Like in 5 days of solid work on a given project. Wow. And this is like my last thing, right? My last assignment. I've been saying for just like this semester at Japan, I don't need to pass classes because I already have enough credits to graduate. Within a few weeks, I think I'll be saying I don't need to pass classes because I already graduated. It's impossible to fail out at this point. This is so cool. Not that I plan to just skip all classes, but like when I feel like it, Oh, man. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Thanks for watching. See you later.